everyone, so I hope you're not too alarmed with my skin. It's just that I'm back on my regime after having had quite a long break, and clearly I'm really red and my scars are starting to sort of smoothen out, but they're still there, so it's just at the beginning of it, so it's transitioning into a better place, I would like to think. But yeah, I hope you guys can ignore that. But today I'll be doing a brand focus review on Burberry cosmetics, and I have a couple of things from them. I got the Bright and Glow foundation in 20 Ochre, looks like that. I also got their Lip and Cheek Bloom in 01 Rose, looks like that. It's a cream blush. It can also be used as a lip tint or something like that. I got their sheer Wet and Dry Silk Shadow. It's pretty sheer in my opinion. I've used this for quite a while now, but yep, in Pale Barley, that really famous shade that always gets sold out. I got their lip definer in Oxblood 14, which is their classic. Last autumn it was their classic shade, and also got the Burberry Kisses Sheer in 293 Oxblood. I wanted to get the lipstick, but it was out of stock, so I decided that the combination of these two will make up for it. And yeah, if you want to see how all these products work, then this is how my skin looks at the moment. It's kind of, you know, really red, like almost like I had rosacea. I have a personal feeling that for some of my friends who do have rosacea kind of also break out in this manner, or just constantly in this state of redness. So yeah, we can see how well this foundation holds up. But basically, because I'm on a regime, I'm severely dehydrated as well as oily, which poses to be a little complex just because I have to moisturize as well as just make sure that my skin is in a place where it can just continually start to exfoliate the scars and stuff like that. So yeah, as you can see, it looks like that. So we're just going to go in with the foundation first, but I will prime half my face. I think I'll prime this half just because there are more scars on that side. I'm going to use the mineral primer from Hourglass. It's the Mineral Veil Primer. Looks like that. So I'm just going to wear my hairband to get my hair out of the way. Got it from a market along the street at Vivo, which is in Singapore. So if you want to see where you can get this, maybe it's still there. I'm sure they have it in a lot of like concept Korean stores as well. And yeah, super cute. And yeah, with the primer on this half of my face, I'm just going to use the Artis Oval 8 brush on this side, and I think I might use a Real Techniques Beauty Sponge on this side just to see the different application methods. And yeah, let's just begin with the foundation. So that's how it looks from slightly further away. As you saw in the close-ups, on the side where I used the sponge, it gave off a little more sheen, as you can see, but not too much that it looks too greasy. Like generally, if I use a damp beauty blender or damp beauty sponge on a foundation, it looks a lot more moisturized. But I mean, this makes me look really fresh and bright, which I thoroughly enjoy. As for me, I think an acne prone oily girl, this is looking semi-dewy already. I mean, semi-dewy more on this side, as you can see the sheen, but on this side it's, you know, controlled because I think the moisture was sucked up by the brush quite a bit. But I'm thinking that I might need to set this with powder just because my oils will start to produce, but I might not do that today just because my skin's already dehydrated and I want to just let the oils naturally produce. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say at this point. I'm just going to move on to the next phases of my makeup, and when I get back to a Burberry product, I'll get back to you. So moving on to the eyeshadow, I'm going to use pale barley all over my lids and try to build up intensity in the crease. Just going to use a fluffy brush just to sweep it all over the eye first. Lightly just packing it in, and as you can see the formula is pretty sheer, but it tends to perform a little better once you build it up. I like this for, you know, my go-to one wash color, and pale barley just, you know, is a very unique kind of cool tone taupey color with a little bit of khaki green, I must say. I mean, on my skin it kind of translates a little khaki, so I love that. So as you can see, it builds up pretty nicely. I mean, it says it can be used both wet and dry, so let's see with a, you know, a more compact brush how it translates onto the lid. I'm just going to spray it. Okay, oh my goodness, it's looking really, like, I don't know how to describe it. I wouldn't say metallic, it just makes the satin shade and finish of the eyeshadow really pop, like look kind of almost glossy. So yeah, I'm just gonna try to blend it away once it's set, and I'll curl my lashes, zoom out and get back to you. So moving on to the blush, I'm gonna use this cream blush using a dual fiber brush. I'm dipping in to the product. Okay, I've never touched it before, but it feels really slippy. Not like, kind of like a silicone touch, not exactly like your liquidy type cream blushes. So it bunches up into little balls also, not really like it just adheres like liquid. So I'm not really sure how I feel about this. I'm a little disappointed just cause it costs so much, but this is a total different kind of texture I never really tried before. So yeah, that's all I have to say. Because it says that it's a lip product as well. Let's just try it before I apply the bold lip on top. As you can see, it's really quite a light pink on my lips, and on the cheeks it translates like a, you know, just a light flush of color, but super slippy like silicone on your lips. So I wouldn't use this as a lip product unless you get a deeper, darker shade and you like this texture. I suggest go for it, but if you don't, it's not worth it. So going in with the lip pencil, I did use this once or twice, but I used it alone, so I'm just going to try it with the sheer lippy. So as you guys can probably tell, I'm really liking everything from the line. For the foundation, I think for first impressions and with the state of my skin, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10 just because it did not cling onto my dry patches. It's looking really hydrated and I think it looked really fresh. Some people might not like this excessive sheen. You can just, you know, just kind of lightly set it with translucent powder, but I'm just going to do it just because I know my skin throughout the day is just going to get really flaky and dehydrated, and I'd much rather look like this than have you know, flaky bits peeling off. So yeah, it's a 9 out of 10. For the eyeshadow, 10 out of 10. I've been using it for ages, and today using it wet, it looks really nice and wearable, giving a very healthy glow to the lids while making that shade just a lot more stand out. As you can see, it gives a very nice crease effect, and it's just one shadow, so I love it. And for the blush, I have to mark it down severely, like a 4 or 5 out of 10, just because the texture is really weird and it's not as pigmented as I want it to be. Also, it doesn't perform well as a lip colour, it's just really silicone-y. For the lip liner, 10 out of 10. For the sheer lippy, I think about 8 out of 10, just because it's so pigmented, and if I wanted something that pigmented, I'll go for a lipstick in this colour, which is the one I wanted. But yeah, it's a nice glossy finish, but it's not sheer. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say at this point. I'll check back in when I get back. Okay, so I'm back from a really long day and it's about like 7 p.m. What I can say about everything is that it's looking really good, and as you saw in the clips about, like, you know, my vlog style walk around things, the only thing to note is that this lip doesn't last very long. As you can see, it's glossy, and you know, put a gloss over a matte lip liner, it tends to wear away still because the top layer is glosses generally slip off really easily. But what I can say is this color is like gorgeous. I love it. I mean, like, I started out in the morning at about 9 a.m. so it's a wonder that it still kind of looks intact with the lip line area. But what I can say is that after a while it wears away on the inner corner really quickly, so you look like you have two distinct lip lines. As my lips are separating, this corner is like totally bare, so it's not cohesive. But yeah, other than that, I think that the foundation wears really well. I did not build it up to a really full coverage, but I think right off the bat it gives a high light coverage to a buildable medium, yeah, but nothing too full. So I still think that this makes my skin look really bright and glowy while just making it look really hydrated as well. I did not set it with powder, so it still maintains the essence of a dew. I had to blot it once with a facial tissue just because I was sweating excessively, so it's not really the foundation's fault. But yeah, my natural oils are peeking through in my T-zone, but it still looks really presentable, I think. The eyeshadow wears really well wet, just because it gives a very nice glossy sheen, and in the crease, being a little more dry, it gives quite a deeper intensity to the color that makes it great for a crease shade. So I'm really liking the foundation, the lip liner, and the eyeshadow at the moment. The sheer lip formulation I'm not too much a fan of. I might use it as a tint eventually, like just, you know, putting a dot on my lips, rub it in just to give a little tint of color, just because I really love their Oxblood shade. I think the Oxblood shade in Burberry is quite signature to their line. It's their greatest autumn shade and that kind of thing. One thing to note is that I really do not like the cream cheek thing, which is like just a cream blush, but it makes my skin in this area look a little patchy because of that silicone finish. It keeps swiping off the foundation as I applied it, but I mean, you know, it's looking relatively okay. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say, and if you guys liked it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. So with that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!